Recording is on.
Can everyone hear me now? I've been talking, sir. Him.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so the recording just started now. The other icon you were seeing, Terry said you was showing that there was some active meeting ongoing here. So the recording had started now.
Okay, ma'am.
Okay, so yeah, any addition for the first phase of the assignment? You're going to look at the second phase later. All right. Let's just dive straight into the business of today. I will come back to the assignment later. I'll be sharing my screen. Do well to confirm when you're able to see my screen. Can you see my screen?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So yesterday, for the benefit of those that was not with us, yesterday we started with the introduction to product management. The deep dive into what product management is all about, and also, like Abraham said, there is no single definition of product management because product management has to do with a lot of things. You have to work cross-functional. So product management has to do with a whole lot of things. So we looked at the different terms used, product owners, the product managers, the project managers as well, program managers. So those were things we looked at, and the types of product managers that we have: the growth product manager, the technical product managers, and the core product manager. So those were basic things that we got to look at yesterday. And our tools required, tools you should know at a product manager, tools you should get yourself familiar with at a product manager. So those were part of the things that we touched point on. You can go on the LMS to be able to get full details about that. So today is still introduction to product management. So we are deeping dive more into it. So the objective of today is we should be able to understand the foundations of product management and why it matters. We should also be able to explore the key responsibilities of a product manager. Then the strategic roles of a PM, product managers' responsibilities, product managers' methodologies as well, and product managers' skills. So yes, if we cannot cover all of this today, I will continue from the next class tomorrow. So what a product manager do? So a product manager sits at the intersection between technology, design, and business. This is interesting. Part of the articles that I shared with you, and Lawa also made mention of it, that as a product manager, you have to be in between the technology, the design, which is the user experience, and the business itself. So you as a product manager, just look at it like you're having three circles, and at the intersection, you are in between all of these three lines. That is these three circles. That is, you are working with the technical team to ensure that your product is being delivered, that features are being done. You are also working in line with user experience to ensure that okay, the user interface and the user experience makes a whole lot of sense. You are working with the business to ensure that what you are building is also aligning with the business goals, and that you are building the right product at the right time. You are offering value to your customer. So always note that as a product manager, you have to be an intersection, you have to be an intermediary, you have to be there, you have to, you advocate. This is how it works. You meet with customers to get insight into what customers want. You communicate it to your technical teams. Then you are still responsible for the designs. You, as you are communicating it to your technical teams, you are also telling your designer this is what you want to do, this is how you want it to work. You are looking at the mock-up designs, you are looking at the prototypes, ensuring that they are all in line with your product features and functionalities. Then as you do this, you have in mind, you bear in mind that the business goals, you are also aligning with the business goal. So rather than having any official authority over people, they act as leaders. Now, one thing that we should know as product managers and aspiring product manager is you should not act as authority over people like, oh, I am their boss. No, you are the product manager. So you act as a leader. There is difference between being a boss and being a leader. When you are being bossy, you are like a controlling, you're saying, oh, my engineering team, this is what I want. You have to deliver this, do this for me, do this. Like you are just, you are being authoritative. So there is difference between being bossy, like I said, and being a leader. Now, as a leader is my very good definition of leadership. It's somebody who knows the way, go the way, and show the way. That's my very good definition of leadership. You, as a leader, you have to know the way. You should know this way. Then when you know the way, you not only know the way, you go that way. That same way that you claim to know, you have to go that same way as a leader. Then you show the way to others. When you've gone the way, you know how the way is. You know, oh, if the road is bad, if the place is slumpy, you already know all of this. So you show the way to others. And that is what you should always act as a product manager. You know the product that you are building. Know the products that you are building. Do not let engineers tell you that, oh, this is it. You are the one giving them the product to build. You should know the products you are building. Put yourself in the shoes of the customers always, like I always say, customer centric. Know everything about that product you are building, because there's no way you want to build a product that you don't know. You cannot give what you don't have. So know what you are building so that at some point you don't stand confused. You don't like start changing that, this thing that I'm building like this, even me, I don't understand again. No, that's the more reason why. Make your research very well. Do your user, your market research. You have to do everything, and all of this falls in the ideation state before you start communicating to the developers. Now, when you understand what you are building, okay, I want to build a software to order fresh food. You should know how it works. Do your competitor analysis. Who are those in this market? Those people that are already in the market, how are they doing it? What edge do I have if I decide to build this? What are the edge cases? Understand everything about the product you're trying to build. When you understand the product, that is when you can now show it to your developer. You know the product. You've used the product, like not like physically using it, but like you understand the product. That's when you can now put all of your ideas in what we call the PRD, your product requirement documentation. You write down your ideas for every idea. Like you can have a rough sketch first. Oh, you don't need to make it so formal. Have a rough sketch. This is the idea I have. This is what I want to build. You can sketch out. Have it first thing first. When you understand this product very well, that's when you can now communicate to your engineer, so that the reason for you to know that product very well is put yourself in the shoes of the customer. Empathy, that's where it comes in. Why you are doing this is because if you understand your product, when your engineers ask you questions, you will be able to answer them. And when they do their technical implementation, even though you are not a technical person, you already know how it should work. You know what your response and feedback should be, the behavior you expect. So if it doesn't work that way, you know that no, 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 my developers, you have built a wrong thing. So that's one thing you should know. So act as a leader. Every product manager must act as a leader because they will take full ownership of the product. That's why they are called product managers. You manage this product owner. You own the product. It is your product. It is your own. Yes, it's the company's product, but you are in charge. The success, the failure of the product depends all on you. It all depends on you. When you see a product that fails, just know that their product manager, I don't understand what the product manager is doing. So always take that ownership and don't be authoritative. Don't have official authority over people. Hey, dude, pressurize developers. There's a way, there's a way you work with your developers that you don't simply have to show that official authority that no, I am your product manager. You are working in my team. I am your boss. You have to do this. No, you have to rather act as a leader. You have to rather act as a leader. When I talk with my engineers, you think that we are there is no, let me just say, there is no boss to what's it called approach. We work as a team. We work as a team. That's one thing about my engineers. My engineers will work on weekend, not because we work on weekend, but because we have a common goal that we want to achieve. I do not need to beg them that guys, alpha, let's work. They know what we have. And they one thing about when you do not show authority, or if you want to say, engineers can be very funny. That's one thing you should know. In fact, there are a lot of soft skills that you have to have as a product manager, not just all these technicalities around product management or the tools. Now you have to have your own soft skills as well. If you're not a good leader, you cannot lead engineers. Engineers will always want, you cannot write the code. You do not, you cannot start writing HTML or CSS or Java or C sharp. You cannot write it. They are the one that writes the codes. If they tell you that, if you tell them you want to do a particular feature, they can tell you, if they tell you that it take 1 month, you cannot write the code. You don't know what it entails. But if you exhibit a very good leadership trait and you know how to handle your developers, they will tell you that this thing that we want to do will not take us more than 2 days, and they will deliver. That's one thing my engineers always do. They will even tell you that if they tell me that they don't know, I'll leave them. Same person that is telling me they don't know when this thing will do, but it can be done. 1 2 days, they are done. If they give me 5 days, before 5 days they will deliver. They're telling me this thing will take you 5 days to do. Before 5 days, I'll say, okay, I know them. I know the capability and the capacity of my developers. I know they will deliver before time. Just tell them this is it. But you have to have that good leadership and relationship traits with them. Do not form bossy. Do not form bossy with your developers. Try and have a very good relationship with, when you have it, it will really help you. It will save you a lot of stress because product managers goes through a lot from the hands of developer. You wake up early in the morning, you are thinking about, you want to go and chase developer to come and help you with the future that they keep telling you, we are working on this, we are working on it. But when you develop that, try and understand them. Yes, they might be the ones that are kind of, I don't know how to put it, but at least you will still see the ones that will understand you. So that's one thing you should learn. Be a good leader. Act as a leader. We are product managers, we are product leaders, and we need to act as one. So going forward, please let's have that mindset of being a very good leader. Are we following me? Are we still there?
Ma.
Okay, are we
Yes,
following?
yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma.
Okay, okay. All right, that's good. Okay. So act as leaders by guiding teams towards a shared end goal. That is it. That's the end goal. And that's what I used to tell all of my developers and stakeholders that we work on the product or the project. I'll tell you that if we talk to tomorrow, there's this framework that says working software over documentation. Our end goal is to have a working software. So let's put aside all of our indifference and work on a shared goal, which is a working software. I will tell them, you as my engineer, if we achieve this particular thing, know that you are not achieving this for the company alone. That's one thing you should know. You're not achieving it for the company alone. If tomorrow now you put it in your portfolio that you've built so thing, you've built this software, yet you can defend it, you built it, so it is a working software over documentation. Hey, this documentation is this too much. And our end goal, everybody, our end goal is a working software, and that's what I usually tell them. So let's know that we are working towards a common goal, which is having a working software. So if everybody has that mindset, then your work will be easier as a product manager. Just preach it to them, a working software over everything, no matter the indifference, no matter how we fight, everything is just for us to have a working software. Usually, the preside over the particular product, one particular product, working with designers, engineers, marketing, and business analysis. Yeah, so as a product manager, like I said, your work is cross functional. You work with designers. They need to design your wireframes, your mock-up designs, Figma designs, prototypes of the products you are preaching to your developers. They need to make a graphical representation of that first. How do they make their own graphical representation? They use your own written documentation to provide, to visualize what you've written. And you in turn preach it to the engineers. Now your engineers are reading your documentations, they are reading the mock-up designs as well. It doesn't end there as a product manager. Always note that you work with your marketing team. You work with your marketing team to get users' feedback, especially when your product has been launched to the market. You need to know how your product is faring in the market. How many user adoption? What are the basic challenges that customers are facing using this product? How can you reiterate your improvements? For you to get all of those datas, you have to work with the marketing team. You cannot say, oh, I'm a product manager, there's nothing that concerns me with marketing. You have to work with them because you get all of these your data from your marketing team. Even if your product has not been launched, they know what customer is looking at, they know what competitors are doing. They come back and tell you that, oh, see, oh, see, oh, see, this is it, oh, this is it, oh. How about we do like this? Marketing teams will give you recommendations. Marketing team also sounds like, Elizabeth, how about we do it like this? How about we have a future that you as a product man, no problem. There's usually one thing I have that I call idea sheets. Bring your idea. This is the product I have built, or this is the product I'm trying to build. I've shown it to the marketing team, I've shown it to the business team. Everybody's chipping in their ideas. Oh, Elizabeth, I feel we should have this future. Oh, Elizabeth, I feel this one that is there should be like this. No problem. Bring, say no idea is foolish. Bring in all your ideas, it's fine. But as a product manager, you need to know when to stop, or when what to do and what not to do. That's why there's a product idea book, abi idea sheet. Bring in all of these things, then I will now critically analyze. Okay, this person said we can do this person said we can do this person said we should do this. Which one is important for us at this point in time? Is this product launched? Are we looking at launching soon? What should be the priority? Okay, if we put this feature, what are the implications? Do we have the necessary resources to do that? So you don't have to think of all of this, but work with them and do not make them look foolish or make their idea look foolish, even if it is a foolish idea. collect it. Take that, embrace it, and work with your business analysis too, because they analyze everything for you. All those data that you need are from them. Always ensure that you work with them. Is this slide? I don't know why this slide is not showing more. Okay, let me see this. Okay, so product manager. The okay, this is the history of product management. Are we still with me, please?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So we might have thought of it looking at in fact, I will not even say, even in the early 20s. Before I went to school, I don't know anything about product management. I don't know that it's a rule. All of the professions that we know there were, if it is not lawyer, if it is not banker, if it is not doctor, all of those things. Yeah, we know there's customer service and the likes. But product management, I think I started getting to know product management. In fact, not even after school, not even immediately after school. When I've started my career already, that was when I started knowing about that there's something called product management. So product management is not something that has been common or famous in the past. So let's quickly go through the history of product management and how we came about having roles that are relating to product management. So product management began with Procter and Gamble. How many of us know P&G? Anyone? Everybody knows that it's the multinational company. Do we know P&G? Guys, we're not talking. Are you guys with me at all?
Sorry, ma. Yes, ma. We're with you, ma.
Okay.
Yes, ma.
Okay. So we know P&G, right?
I don't know, ma. I don't think so.
P
No, ma, I don't.
P&G, P&G are makers. Abraham, you should know P&G now. You don't know P&G.
Ma, I can't hear you.
Do you know P&G?
Yes, ma.
Procter and Gamble. Okay. So their products, P&G, I know P&G makes, there's this paste that they used to make. Let me just, they have products they make. Procter and Gamble, so it's a multinational company. So they produce consumer goods. That's what they do. So they have their headquarter in Ohio. So they provide wide range of products. I think let me check their products. P&G, it's a popular company itself. So they provide Pampers. Are they the makers of Pampers? Just the brand P&G. Just hold on. So they do baby care. They do fabric care as well. Laundry products like detergents. And I think P&G has an office in the VI, say. So they do family care. It's basically consumer goods, sha. They do hair care products, so sha. So they do hair care. If I remember a particular product they do, I'll let us know. But uh that's where product management started from. That's where product management. So P&G are the makers of area. We know area now. So they are the makers of area. They are the makers of area. And always, yes. So P&G produce always sanitary pad as well. They produce that as well. And oral care products as well. So yeah, back to our learning. So it begins with Procter and Gamble. That That's the name, that's the full meaning of P&G. So the role started with what they call brand management, where managers were assigned to act as customers' voice and oversees individual brands. This later expanded beyond marketing into managing entire product life cycle. Okay, so now it started with Procter and Gamble at brand management. So their own notion of having a brand management as at then was to have customers' idea. They want the person they will put, like, okay, the role brand manager. Now for a brand manager for Procter and Gamble, a brand manager should be the voice of the customer, because customers will not come to management meeting, customers will not be in the company to say, okay, this is it. So they want the brand manager to be the voice of the customer. So the brand managers are those that go and make research about customers, ask customers questions, do customer survey. What do you think about our product? Oh, the customers tell you, oh, I like this product. Oh, I do not like this product because I cannot do this. So that was the motive behind having a brand manager, so that a brand manager can always come back to the company and tell them that, oh, this is it, oh, this is it, oh. Then based on this feedback that the brand manager is giving, they come up with, okay, let's improve this brand, okay, let's do it like this, what about we introduce another product. So that was how product management started. So as time goes on, it expanded beyond marketing. So it now entails managing the entire life cycle of a product, from ideation to death and even more. So in the early 2000s, especially in small companies, product directions was mostly customer driven, with roadmaps changing frequently based on clients' requests or deal sizes. So in the early 20s, in smaller companies, pro management direction was always like, okay, what customer wants, what are the roadmaps. So if it changes frequently based on the client's request, they change it too. Then the deal size is, okay, how many customers is requesting for this? Okay, I think 50 customers are requesting that we add this feature, and 20 customers want this. Okay, they go for the sizes. The bigger the size, they be like, okay, let's do this first. So that was how product management was being done in the early 20s, early 2000s. Now today, as we all know, product management is now like almost every, especially in the fintech space, especially in the tech space now, there is always a product manager. You see a product manager, you see a product owner. So now it's now evolving. Like we now have more of product managers. Product management is strategic and balanced discipline. It is now a balanced discipline where there are now professional courses, just like we are doing now. So it is now wide known, and organizations now have roles for product managers, which I feel schools also, if not that I don't know, probably some school might have started, should also, there should be also be a degree of product management. Like students should be able to go to school to study product management. So modern PMs now combine customer needs with long-term vision. It's no longer based on marketing or based on the immediate customer need. We as modern PMs now, we are now to look at the longer term vision. You envision the product. Oh, this is what it is currently what's it called, taking. What is the longer term vision? And because most of the PMs before now, they do not look at the longer term vision, and that's why most of the products goes into extinction. Products like to go was not, there was no long term vision for it, because if there is long term vision for it, WhatsApp came and just crashed it. You have to continually improve your products. Look at the longer term. Oh, in the next 5 years, in the next 10 years, if my product is still having this feature, will people still be using this feature? You need to always look for how to improve your products. You cannot just stay in one place and say my product, I've launched it to the market, I'm the only one doing this product. The market is saturated. You will be so shocked that another person will come, copy your idea and do it much more better than you. And that's why, as a PM, always have the longer term vision. Always have it at the back of your mind that when you are building a product, do not only build for now, build for the future. It is a continuous process. Even when everybody likes your product, always be thinking of introducing new feature. And that's why I keep making use of WhatsApp as an example. WhatsApp keep introducing new feature every day. Like, you always see new feature. Before, there is no status, it's just messaging app. From there, they introduce status. Now there is even, what's it called, reposting. People can now repost your status. So they keep thinking you have to be innovative, you have to be creative as a PM. You have to be creative, like you have to be thinking, what can I do differently, what can I do, what idea can I bring again, what will people like about this application, if I add this feature, how will it look like? You have to be creative. It is a continuous process. Do not limit yourself that because your product is thriving, then you go and sit back and relax. Even Facebook is improving. Before, there is no status on Facebook. Now you can do your story. There's story on Facebook. There's Facebook business. All of those things are innovations. PMs are innovative beings. They are creative beings. They should be able to make soup out of stone. As a PM, you should be able to make soup out of stone. So today, like I said, product management is strategic, balanced discipline. Modern PMs combines customers' needs with long-term vision, and they allocate time for discovery and delivery. It's not all about writing documentation. Hey, engineer, build this. Make time. Make time. There should always be a time in your calendar that is for discovery. Just go and explore. You see me. See, I have a lot of app on my device. It's not as if I'm using them. It's not as if I want to sign up for them. But because I am using it to discover, okay, I'm building this app now, I'll go and download another likely app that, I'll not say, this is how these people are doing it on their own app. I've downloaded a lot of apps just because of that. I've signed up to a lot of pages because I want to see how their software works, to look at, to compare it with what I am building or what I have built. So you have to always create that time for discovery. You have to, if my in fact, you just be open to learning. If I see anything, any screenshot, I just, please, what application is this? So especially if it is in alignment with my space, with what I am building, I would want to know more about it. I want to sign up so that I will know, and just I will look at it, look at what I've built. Oh, okay, okay, okay. I think we can do this. I think we can. So that is how you should be as a product manager. Create time for discovery. Make more research. If there's any product you are looking at that you want to build, download as many as possible of people that have done this in the past. Look at how they work. Every feature, as like I said yesterday, as you continue to progress in your product management journey, do not only use applications as you used to use it before. Let your mindset change from the way you use application. Know that for every application that you click on, for every clickable things, it is as a result of a product manager that has brought that idea to life. Always want to know the reason behind this. Every feature on that application, always try and make time for discovery so that you can be able to deliver. So ensure that your products are not only reactive but also innovative. Yes, I've mentioned this. You have to be an innovative person. You cannot be doing what people in the 1990s are doing in this 21st century. You have to think ahead. Future focus. Look at the future. Do not look at now. Look at the future. Can my product stand the test of time? Hope it will not wear out. Hope it will not. You have to be thinking of that. Okay, even if people are not using this thing again, what else can I do? What else can people start using? People that build the likes of our social media sites, the apps that we use today, TikTok, they are innovative. They thought of it. Okay, they did not say, because there's already Instagram, let me not do TikTok. It's okay, there's Instagram now, and from there we'll gather our own discovery and do our deliverables, and they came up with our TikTok. So that's kind of innovations that we should always have as product managers. That's the kind of innovation we should always embrace. Are we still following me? Any questions so far?
Why with you, man? None, man.
Okay. So why product management? Why does it even matter? Can't we even build products without having a product manager? Can't product just exist? Must we even be looking for how to be employing product manager? Should people even be creating time to do product management? Management matters, and the work of project managers cannot be emphasized. Now, the product management process ensures that a company builds products that are valuable. Valuable, mark that word. As a product manager, ensure that your company is building a product that is valuable. If your boss tells you this is what I want you to build, and you as a product manager, you have made your discovery, you have made your research, you have done your market trend, competitive analysis, you know that this product is not valuable. It is your work as a product manager to tell your boss that, sir, ma, this product is not valuable. Then you give your reasons why the product is not valuable, because that is why you are employed, that is why you are a product manager. Your boss is not a product manager, your boss may not be a product manager, doesn't know what it entails. But you, because that's your specialties, and you should be able to know when a product is valuable. If a product is not adding value, there is no need to waste resources on that kind of product. Do not waste resources on that kind of product if the product is not valuable. Viable. Your product, as a product owner, whatever product you are thinking of managing, that product has to be viable. If your product is not viable, it's of no use. It's of no use if your product is not viable. Your product should be able to work successfully. That is it. It should be feasible. You cannot build a product that is not viable as a product manager. So your product should be feasible as a product manager. First thing first, your product should be valuable. Ensure your product is giving value and your product is viable. If your product is not viable, if your product is not valuable, there is no need of building that kind of product in the first place. Then your product has to be feasible. You have to do your feasibility studies as well. Your products have to be feasible. You cannot go and be creating products that are not feasible, that are not market feasible. At the end of the day, who will use your product if it is not? So you need to look at these three important things before you proceed to create your product or manage your product. So by focusing on real customers need and market fit, it prevents wasted resources. That's just it. It prevents wasted resources and helps team create solutions that truly resonate. Now, I go back to the question, why is product management important? Why does it matter? One, it is matter because you help your organization, you help your company produce or manage a product that is valuable, that is viable, that is feasible. You help them eradicate waste or prevent wasting of resources. A lot of product has been built in the past without a product managers that are just wasteful, like they are of no use, because nobody can use such products, simply because there were no product managers, or the product managers were not up and doing. So the why the role of a product manager matters is because it helps the company to prevent wasting of resources. It helps the company to prevent wasting of resources, and it also help the team to create a solution that resonates, solutions that matters, not solutions that are not needed. You do not create solutions that are not needed. That is why as a product manager you have to be on your toes. You have to help your company produce solutions that solve customers need, and that is why it matters. If not, companies will waste resources, they will waste time, they will waste energy in building what the market do not need. That's one thing about it. So product management matters because product managers help companies eradicate all of this. Product management also keeps the organization agile and adaptable. Like I said, I made mention of agile yesterday as well. So it makes the company agile. When you have product managers in your company, it helps your company to be in shape, to adapt quickly. Agile means when you are agile, you quickly adapt to changes, to market changes. You are flexible, not that you are rigid. They don't a company, for instance, you're working in a company that almost all the employees are from the 80s, from the 70s, and they're telling you that, oh, this is what people need now, this is what, okay, this is the kind of applications that people are using, and you are still thinking, you're thinking it's still in the 1970s, and you're saying, ah, no, 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 you're like, you're just there. I don't know, should I call it like a lean organization? But in fact, most software companies, most tech companies I know are agile companies. They are agile, meaning you adapt to changes quickly. You adapt to changes customers need and trend. Customers say, oh, this is A that people are needing today. Tomorrow, what's it called? Customers' needs have changed. You have to also move in that direction. See, there are so many times. Let me use my space for example, the fintech space. So many times that we will build applications, we build software. Then customers will tell us, like, customers will tell us, "Ah, yeah, they love this that we've built. What if we have this feature? Or this feature that we already have, what if it works like this?" But because we are open-minded organization, because we are an agile, we work in an agile environment, sharp, sharp. Once this is said and we evaluate it that, this makes sense. We start making our research, we start writing requirement, we work on needs. Before you know it, the future is there, customer is happy, needs are met. You cannot say you went to go and provide one solution and you've done a feature, customers does not like this feature or people no longer use this feature. Now you don't want to change it. In fact, my engineers will be like, every day requirement, require. Yes, so I will always let them know this is an agile environment. Requirements are meant to change. Requirements are, I can tell you that this is what I want today. Tomorrow, yes, management has changed. Customers need have changed. We also have to work in that direction. So you have to be agile as a product manager. And product manager helps organization agile and adaptable to change. No matter what, like you are always changing. We have new features. New features are always coming on board. New features you've not heard of. You don't even know how it works. You have to make your research. Like as product managers, oftentimes if I want to write requirement or like have my book of ideas, start writing ideas, I often do that at night because I know during the day there will be distraction. Colleagues can call you, hey, engineers will call you, hey, Elizabeth, what am I going to do here? And you forget your line of thought. So it's better you do it when you are alone, when you're in a quiet place where you can reason well, okay, how is this thing going to work? So you have to be agile. And product manager matters because they help organization agile and adaptable. As market evolve and customers' expectation change, product managers guides the company in adjusting its direction. Also, that's it. As product managers, like I said, your boss might not be a product manager, your boss is just the boss in his own field. Your boss might not be a product manager, meaning you as a product manager, that's why you're employed. You guide your company in adjusting to its direction. Your company cannot say that, this is where we want to be, we don't want to. You have to let them give reasons why you think or you feel they should look into this. So they adjust into that direction. So that's an interesting thing about product management. And that's why it matters in organization. Organization that don't have product management, especially in the software space, you are in the tech space, you do not have a product manager as an organization. Honestly, I don't know what kind of product you are building on. Because your product might just be outdated before it's even launched, or your product might even launch and before you know it is out of the market because you do not have product managers that helps you manage this, that guide you and adjust you into the directions of the customers and the market fit. So that's why product management matters. Any question on that?
I don't have any question, ma.
No question, ma.
But do we understand that? We following me at all?
Yes, ma.
Yes, ma, I do, ma. I'm following you.
Okay, awesome. Let's go to the next slide. Okay, so we have the strategy roles of the PM. As a PM, you have to play important and strategic role in an organization. We already know why PMs matters in organization. Now, you have to play roles so that your organization will know that your role matters. Your role is very important and cannot be underestimated. First thing, understand the market and the customer. You have to understand the market and your customer as a PM. So that's the first strategic role you should always consider. Understand this application, this software that I want to build. Who are my customers? Who are my target audience? And what is the market trend currently? You have to understand all of these things. So you analyze your trend, your competitors who are doing this business that I want to go into. Do we have product of search? What do customers need this product? What are the go-to market opportunities that will ensure that this product is market fit? You have to play that important role. You have to ensure you do your competitive analysis well. Put yourself in the shoes of the customer. Understand what the market is currently. Then the second one, you set the product's vision. First of all, you already know that. Let's be using an example now. You want to build you want to build an application. You want to build an application. Okay, let's use a fashion designing application since festive season is approaching and people would want to sew their clothes and all that. So you want to build a fashion application that helps people, that connects people to fashion designers. All you need to do as a user is okay, download the application. You already have catalogs of styles, and if your style of choice is not in the catalogs, you don't like any of it, you can upload your your own style. Then the app will connect you to suitable fashion designers that can help you sew that clothes. Then on the app, you are able to see how much you are paying for it. You're able to provide details like are you going to be providing fabrics? Do you want the person to get you the fabric? What's your size? Where you input all your details about the clothes. Then an estimated time when that clothes will be getting across to you. Then you have to pick, okay, you want it to be delivered to your doorstep. You already know your measurement. If you don't know your measurement, okay, there's also a place where you can go on the app, that you tell them, okay, you upload your picture, then the systems automatically evaluates you. So that's what you want to build. So first thing, let me go back to understand the market and customer. You have to understand who are your customers. Do you want to be doing it for married women, or is it for, let's say, is it for male or female? So if you say, okay, I want to do for female, children or adults, you want to do for both children and adults, okay, you put the age range of those you want to do for. So what is the market fit? We already have fashion designers everywhere. Why are you even why are you preferring this kind of solution? Why? Is it that there is no fashion designers that can sew the clothes? Why you're preferring that solution is because most fashion designers, they disappoint. They will tell you to come and collect your clothes tomorrow. They do not deliver on that day. So you are trying to eradicate the rate of disappointment from fashionistas. Now you are providing a solution that when the app tells you, evaluate it and tell you that you collect your clothes in the next 3 days, there's no way you have to collect your clothes in the next 3 days. So you are solving that kind of problem, and you are easing customers, your users, the stress of going to a tailor or looking for a good tailor that will sew. You are trying to minimize the issue of what I order versus what I got, because the fashionistas there are people that you already know that can deliver, and they will not dare to mess up with their business. So you've already said allotted it that, okay, this is it. You want to minimize what I ordered versus what I got. That's one thing. And you also want to eradicate or reduce the rate uh at which people disappoint customers for their clothes. So where can you find your target audience now? You've segmented it that you want for females and you want for both children and adults. So what are the kind of customers you're looking at? Are they civil servants? Are they market women? You have to do this your segmentation to ensure the particular customers that you are creating the solution for. And you also have to have it at the back of your mind that, okay, if you are doing an application, you are doing it for the learned ones. If it is a mobile application, they should be able to operate a smartphone. So you are understanding your customer and the market. Then you set your product vision. This product that I want to launch, what's the vision? The vision is, one, to eradicate delay in users delivery of fabrics or designs, and also to ease them of the stress of looking for a fashionista close to them. So you are easing them of that stress, you are eradicating delay, and you are also trying to avoid disappointment of this is what I ordered versus this is what I got. Then you are also having options for delivery that will be delivered to them, and after sales service. Should the dress need fitting or anything, there's after sales. So you also have to align this with your business goals. Ensure that the product supports the organization objectives. Okay, you're working in the fashion industry and you want to do a fashion hub. Ensure that this application aligns with the objective of the company. Your company objective cannot be A and you are now working towards objective B. If your company objective is that for every customer have to be physical. Customers have to be physical and their clothes needs to they have to physically come and collect it. You cannot go and be doing an app that will allow customers to be sending their measurements online today. So you have to ensure that your product aligns with the business goals. Then when you align these things, then you now prioritize the features and you build your product roadmaps. So you want to build a fashion business. You want to build a fashion application. You already know who your target audience are. You already know what they want and the kind of problem you're trying to solve. Okay, what features do you need? Okay, customers should be able to sign up. Always know that when you're building an application, sign up and login should be there. Okay, they should be able to sign up, they should be able to log in, they should be able to see catalogs. They should be able to see catalogs of designs. They should be able to upload their own designs. They should be able to upload their own design. It's very important. Then estimated time of delivery. Then also there should be like a back office where you connect your user to fashion designers, trusted fashion designers, so that when you pick a style, you already know a fashion designer that is available to sew within that range of time. So you list out all the features that you want the application to have. Do you want them to be able to send feedback? Do you want them to be able to do like how will I put it now? After the dress delivery, there should be a forum where they are able to upload it when they wear the dress outside and be like, oh, this is done by. You list all those features, and that's where your product roadmap will now come in. Then you now say, okay, I have a lot of features I want to do for this application. Which one are the important ones? Which one should go first and which one should go come last? That's when you now start. Okay, let me start with the important ones. User should be able to do this. User should be able to do that. You start with the important ones first. Then you coordinate your cross-functional team. Once you already do your product roadmap, you know that okay, let them have sign up, sign in, connect to designer, upload design, check designs. You put all of this in your product requirement documentation, which in turn you will now give to your designer that will do a mock-up designs of what the mobile application for users will be like. Then you now communicate with your engineering team that this is what you now share your idea with them, your product vision. This is what I'm trying to solve. Let them, in fact, see, one thing about products is, don't say that your engineers are engineers. See, my engineers, I ensure that they understand what the product vision is. You cannot say because they are just engineers, they don't know. Let them know the business side. They don't only write code. Let them know why they are writing that code. It's very important. Share your product vision with them. This is what I want customers to be able to do. So that tomorrow now it's not like the just said we should build. I just wrote code. You don't know the kind of code you are writing, why you are writing that code. So always communicate your vision to them. And that's why, like I said earlier, be a good leader. You have to be able to communicate your visions to them well. That this is, let them see reasons why. When they know the vision, they tend to even deliver more than you can expect. When they know the vision, you'll be like, oh, okay, okay, I want to be partaker of this vision. So that is it. Then when you've communicated to them, monitor performance. Yes, so this is when you now start monitoring the performance. You rack your product usage when the product has been launched already. Okay, how many persons have downloaded the app? Are people finding it difficult to connect to fashionistas? Is there any delay in getting feedback? And they upload their sizes? Is the auto calculations, that's when it comes to sizes, is it working? So you have to also look at all of this. You have to also look at all of this feedback as a product manager. Any questions so far? Any question? A minute, please. Okay, sorry about that. Okay, no question from anyone. Am I speaking too much? Is the information too much for us to digest so that we can stop here and review other things? I think we should stop here today for introduction to product management so I don't give so much information for us. Let's make the rest of this class an interactive section. Are you all with me? Do we agree?
All right, ma.
Yes, ma.
Okay. So looking at all of this, are we still encouraged to be product managers? I hope you are not discouraged. Like, product manager have to be this, that. Like, you have to wear many hats as a product manager. So, is there anything that is that we are afraid of from all that has been said so far? Which of these do we think is a kind of complex act? We are not speaking. Pete, Abraham, Tori Seju, Oluwatofunmi, Adedamola, Oluwatoyin. Oluwatoyin, I'm seeing you for the first time. Were you in yesterday's class?
I was around, but I left before the end of the class. I also joined late today.
Why now? Is it that they want change
Some
for you?
technicalities.
Oh, okay. Yeah, we are Nigerian. I understand.
Technicalities.
Yeah, that's fine. Okay, so what are her thoughts? Any of the roles?
For me, so far, I I feel that because you just said a PM should be conversant with different apps, and then did I hear you correctly? Saying app,
No,
is it app or
tools.
tools? All right, all
Yeah,
right.
tools. So as a PM, you have to be conversant with number of tools. Yeah.
All right.
So,
Okay.
but it's not like you have to master everything. Just have an idea so that tomorrow when you are using Figma, you do not like you find it difficult to navigate your way. So that's just one thing about it. When my first experience with Figma, before now, I used to use Adobe XD. So designer usually send us Adobe XD. But when I came across Figma, I found it very difficult to navigate through Figma. So I just had to look for a way around it, and yeah, I was able to navigate. So that's why you should just have how will I put it have a knowledge of it so that when your engineers your designer designs you are able to navigate through it. So that's why you should just it's not like you should have in-depth knowledge. For those ones that do not concerns you, don't dwell more on it. Yes, don't dwell more on it. So but the ones that concerns you, just try and have an idea. Any other question from anyone? Questions?
none from my end now.
So
Ma.
is there anything we are looking at difficult in all of these that has been said from yesterday to this moment?
No, ma. I'm just enjoying the class and I'm following you.
Okay, thanks to research.
There's no question on my end because I feel like you are doing justice to the explanation. So everything is well explanatory.
Oh, thank you so much, Adedamola, for that. Okay, I have not heard Peace's voice today. I think I heard Ram's voice earlier. Peace, what's happening? I'm not hearing your voice.
Sorry, ma'am, I'm having some network issues.
Oh,
But I understood everything that was taught.
oh, okay. That's
Yes.
awesome.
Thank you.
You're welcome. That's awesome. Okay. Abraham, are you following? Abraham, your mic is muted.
Yeah,
Are you following?
yeah, I'm here, ma.
Okay. Any question? Is there anything that looks difficult from all that we've been saying since yesterday?
Not at all, ma.
Okay. That's good to hear. That's good to hear.
Not yet.
Not yet. Okay, don't worry. Film management is simple. So you don't have to be intentional that I want to do this thing, then you will be able to do it. So that's one thing about it. Be intentional that this is what I want to do. Then every other you learn on the job again. That's one thing. You continue to learn on the job. You continue to learn on the job. That's one thing about product management. You can't just stay in one place. You keep learning on the job. I'm trying to see if I can share my Figma screen so I can get used to this. This thing is you have to be intentional. You have to be intentional. That's it. That's one thing about it. You have to be intentional about it. So and also you have to also be looking at those tools gradually. Like I'm not saying you should understand it now, but as time goes on, you'll get used to it. You'll get used to it. You'll get used to it. I don't know why you can. My Figma screen. Coming. I'm seeing if we can do a startup plan. Continue. Design with Figma. Okay. So, so just at your own free time, let's go through Figma. Okay. There is I don't know why I can't. Okay. So very good. Okay. Um, just look time. Okay, maybe now other classes we can go through our Figma. But yes, so back to, let's use the few more minutes that we have to look at assignments. I got so many interesting response. Is there anyone on this call that has not done the assignments? Anyone on this call? Except those that were not on the call yesterday. Hmm. Okay, so let's start. For Toriseju, she said the Google Meet. So the feature that needs enhancement is the chat box. Highlighting of messages on the chat box. How many of us agree with this? Do you understand the highlighting of messages? That if I message hello everyone, and from that hello everyone, Toriseju should be able to reply that hi, I'm doing fine. How many of us agree with this? If you agree, you can just thumbs up. No one is thumbsing up. We don't agree. Okay, just seeing one person agreeing to that. Okay, so now, Toriseju, for this your future now, chat box feature that needs enhancement, highlighting the messages on the chat box. Now you need to go back and think of how do you want to communicate this feature to your engineers to work on it. So you have to write a brief requirement, like how you want it to work. Put yourself in the user. The researcher is the one using the application, and you are trying to put yourself into the user's shoe. So the researcher can say, oh, okay, as a user, this is it. So write your user story. Like, try and communicate how you want your idea to be implemented to the engineers. That would be your next assignment. So that's for,
All right, ma'am.
yeah, that's for research. So Abraham talked about our Spotify. So that's Spotify current device workflow. When you are connecting, okay, I really do not use Spotify like that, or sometimes it's slow. So you experience delay in connecting. A fast connect feature, yes, awesome, awesome. So on Spotify, you want it to be like, you want a feature that says fast connect. Now you have to indicate this feature. Is it going to be on the mobile application feature or the web? Because I'm aware that Spotify has both web and mobile application. So you have to indicate the same thing with Toriseju. So for every of our application, when it comes to software, you should always think of this application you are working on. Do you want to make it a web application or a mobile application, or both? Just like if you look at Google Meet, on Google Meet call, even on this particular call that we are, you cannot uh you cannot you cannot record if you're on your phone. So it's only peculiar to the desktop one, that's the web page. So please indicate in this your assignment where you want this feature to be done. Is it the mobile or the web view? Then communicate in a clear and concise language how you want this feature to be carried out. Abraham, do you understand that?
Yes, ma. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. Yeah, I got that. I got that. Who sent the assignment? Sent the assignment. Okay, so for peace. Okay, for peace, peace is using WhatsApp as a case study. Okay, that's visibility settings include, yeah, sure. So users cannot see different visibility levels for each individual status. If someone wants to hide only one status from specific contacts, they must change their entire status settings, which is, oh yes, 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 I got this. Okay, so now this your future now. You are suggesting that there should be please correct me here. There should be different statuses of people that can just like a broadcast list, family, close friends, specific contacts, then you customize. So if you are posting now, you can either post to family or your close friends to see or your specific contact to see. Is that right?
Yes, ma.
Okay, yeah, that's also an wholesome feature because if you if you hide your status from like 10 people and you want to only hide from one people, another status from one people, you have to go and change the entire setting. Yeah, so that makes sense. So communicate this in a clear language. How is this going to be carried out? Think like a program manager. You want to tell your engineers that this is what you want, this is the current feature, this is how you want it to be, you want to enhance it. So communicate, add it on that same doc, how you want it to be in a clear and concise language. Please, did you get that?
Yes, ma.
No,
Yes, ma. Thank you.
yeah, you're welcome. Okay. Okay, so for Adedamola is using the TikTok feature as a case study. TikTok, no option to send voice note on TikTok. Okay. Within the app. Okay, no message requests. No message request notification system for messages from non-followers. Okay. So the admin should be to add voice notes to messaging. Okay. To press and record. Okay. All right. Yes. So because TikTok is either you chat the person or you share files, and that's fine. So you can have an introduce an in-call app, add voice calls in. TikTok does not have a voice call, and okay, that's true. TikTok doesn't have a voice. Wait, does TikTok have a voice call? I don't really use TikTok.
No, ma.
Oh wow, wow. So okay. Oh okay. Then okay, content collaborations as well. Okay, okay. Okay, all right. So communicate this. Okay, now you have mentioned like how many features now? Three, four. Now prioritize one thing you should do on this is prioritize those features. So the ones you want your engineers to work on first and how you want them to go about it, put it on that document, please.
Okay, ma.
All right. Who else? Oluwatoyin, did you send me your assignment? I can't see your assignment. Oluwatoyin, let me check. Let me check. Let me check. Right. Oluwatoyin, are you there?
There was a Google document to send the assignment. I just made inquiry now, but I can talk about it.
Okay,
I
so let's hear about it, please.
and I will send. For me, I would also talk about WhatsApp. I think one thing that is annoying for me on a